Hey guys, how's it going? DemonDriver here. Tonight I'm going to show you guys how I make the wing box to my 777-9X. This is the wing box that the wing fits onto of our 777-9X. This is the area, this is the main central portion that makes up the wing box, or that is the wing box to my Emirates 777. Kind of looks like a little mini coffin, or like a model of like Noah's Ark or something. Isn't that weird? But it's all white styrofoam, and in this video we're going to make this, our wing box. Hey, DemonDriver here. These are the two fuselage tubes for the two initial 777-9Xs. This is the Lufthansa fuselage tube. This is the Emirates fuselage tube. Now the Emirates fuselage tube is different. The top half hasn't been added yet, okay? Because unlike the Lufthansa fuselage tube, the Emirates fuselage tube is going to be slightly different. But the wing box is what fits into this space here. This is where the wing box fits, in there. Right in that spot. That's where the wing box goes. What I'm building right now, it fits right in there. Hey, DemonDriver here. Okay, what are we looking at? Okay, these pieces of foam are what make up a wing box on any of my three 777Xs that I'm building. Okay? These are cut and stacked styrofoam pieces. Let me turn the light on for you. It's starting to get dark here. So this piece is very important. Let's take a look at this model of a 777-200 freighter. The wing box is basically a square area here. It's this section here with these fairings, and it's basically when I make it, I fashion it out of white styrofoam and stack it up in layers, and this is what the wings fit into. It all becomes one big piece, and it's incredibly strong, and it's removable from the plane, so you can help transport it. This is a very, like on the real plane, the strongest structural area outside the tail is the wing box central wing core area, because all of your wing spars, your landing gear, support struts, and beams all come together into this area, and the engine pylon beams and all the different cross members are the strongest in here, because this is where they all meet. Titanium and aluminum, stainless steel, carbon fiber, other materials, they all are in that central area. They're really built up. And the same thing has to be true for the RC Airliner, for our 777-9X and 8X. It's the same thing. So the wing box that we're making right now is crucial, very important. So let's get to that. Okay, the question is, what does one of our 777-9X wing boxes comprise of? Well, we've got four main pieces. We got the bottom base piece. This piece is not cut in any way, it's just left the way it is. Then you have the secondary piece, a third and fourth piece. These will all be laminated together and make one piece. But before I do that, I need to cut out this area hollow on the second piece, because you can't have a solid styrofoam wing box or wing core, because all it's going to do is add a lot of unnecessary weight to your plane. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this right angle ruler and we're going to mark off an area as to where we're going to create an inner rectangle about 4 inches or so to the rear and to the front that I'm going to leave in so that we have some structure for the wing box. So I would say 4 inches. Yeah, I think 4 inches either side should be about enough. So we'll go ahead and mark off a 4-inch zone. Mark that off with a marker and a caliper. Let's do the same thing on the other end. I got some tape here. I fuse these pieces together. Let's go ahead and mark off a little area there. 4 inches here, and we'll leave an inch around the border. Well, no, more like 2 inches around the border. Let me see something here. Yeah. And then you're going to see a square start to take shape. Like so. Alright, there's our inner square, and that area is going to be cut out. This area is going to be left, this area is going to be cut out. This area is going to stay, this area is going to cut out. Let's do that right now. You get a ruler, and we start cutting. Razor. Careful of your fingers at all times. Let's cut the ends out. Now let's cut the sides. Watch your fingers, be careful. Try to keep the razor perfectly straight. Don't bend it either way, keep it straight, keep it vertical. Make several cuts. The other side. Careful of your fingers. Do it again. And there we are. We just punch out this center section. We punch it right out. There we are. And this piece fits right there like that on the base piece, right? On the base. And then we do it again with this piece. We do that to this piece and do it yet again. 3 times. You understand? Alright, that's what I'm going to do next. And then I'm going to stack them. Then I'm going to stack them up and I'm going to epoxy them. Now what I do is I get my 5-minute 2-part epoxy. I'm just mixing it up on top of this container of spackle. I'm using the lid. Lids, believe it or not, also are great epoxy mixing platforms or surfaces, because you take them off, you bend them, and you peel it right off. Alright, so I put a little dab right there. Take a brush, put a little dab there, spread it out evenly, spread it down the sides, spread it down the sides. It's starting to rain right now. That's a kind of sucky thing about living in South Carolina, man. You're going to have a day where it'll rain twice in one day, and the sun will come out and look like it's a perfect day, and then 15 minutes later it's raining, then 15 minutes later the sun's out. Very confusing, but I'm not complaining. Okay, I'm putting the epoxy across the surface like that, and then what I do is I go ahead and I take our Styrofoam and place it right there, just like that. Just like that. Get it in position. And I get some weights and I weigh it down. Once I have it in position and I'm satisfied that it's in the place I want it, I weigh it down. Just like that. Yeah. Let that sit. And then I do it again. I do it 3 times. I put another piece of epoxy on, I put another one on there and I stack them like that. 1, 2, 3, boom, boom, boom. You stack them. Take the fuselage cross section and place it over each end of the wing box, because this is where the fuse is going to meet the wing box. So I need to have an understanding of how the two are going to interact. So I draw the actual fuselage circumference line into this portion here, like that. And then I know what parts to cut away and things like that. It gives me a better understanding of what I need to do there. See? Just like that. Now this is the Lufthansa fuse tube, so I got to write that in here. Okay, now I do the other end, like so. Go ahead. This is all really straightforward stuff, as you guys can see. This is really not, it's not as complicated as you might think. You can make it complicated. You can make scratch building complicated if you want to. Okay, and I drew that section, that circumference into here, take it off, and there we go. Got our circumference. So that's our Lufthansa fuse tube, wing box. Then later on tonight I'll make the Emirates wing box. It's going to be a little bit not as tall. It's going to be maybe half an inch shorter. And there you have it, guys. Well, there you guys have it. That's how you make a wing box to an RC Airliner. This is the wing box. Got the wings. In this case, this is the Lufthansa 777X, but this is where the wings fit into. They fit into this portion here. This is the wing box. Okay, it's that easy. All right, DemonDriver here. Thank you for watching. I appreciate your time. Bye-bye.